we'll start with the easy thing. Area of a triangle. I'm going to call this A. I'm going to call this B. I'm going to call this C. What side is this? 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 Very good. Would everybody agree that this triangle has a height? Anybody want to dispute that? Okay, what should we call the height? I like the way you think. I didn't draw that very well, did I? That's actually really bad. Redo that. Okay, what is the area of a triangle? 1/2 base times height. So if I consider the triangle I have right now, I have areas equal to 1/2. What is the base? What is the height? So, with most triangles, I'm probably not given h, am I? Probably not. Shoot, wouldn't it be great if we could get rid of h with other things? How could we do that? What'd you say, Anna? Sine of... Go, Anna. Sine of C is equal to what? H over A. Wow, nice job, Anna. Found it out. Way to go. So, I got an H. Can I solve for the H? What do? So, A sine of C is equal to H. So, what can I do with that? Plug it right in there. So all of a sudden, the area of a triangle, you don't need to know the height. It's 1/2 times A times B times the sine of angle C. I just use the commutative property of multiplication to switch the A and the B around. Now, you guys are going to memorize the formulas because you are driven towards algebra. Try to get rid of your algebra commitment and think about geometry because the geometry way is so much easier. Are you ready? AB sine of C. Two angles in the included, or two sides in the included angle. The formula works the same if you do it here. 1/2 BC sine of A. All you need is two sides in the included angle. Or you could do 1/2 times C times A times the sine of B. You can do any of them, and it works out. The deal is 1/2 times two sides times the sine of the included angle, Rowan. Times 1/2. Because sine is opposite over adjacent, or opposite over hypotenuse. Areas, 1/2. You good? B, good. H is A sine of C. I just flipped them around. Why is the A there to begin with? Because you have sine of C is H over A. Solve for H by multiplying both sides by A. You're welcome. Take out your assignment from yesterday. Hurry! Your first problem on your assignment. I know you guys all got the first problem done because you have the star quality of not procrastinating. Okay, way to go. All right. So what is angle A for your assignment? 85. What is angle B? 32. What's angle C? 63. Okay. What is side A? 37.60 we'll call it. What is side B? What is side C? Wow, okay. All right. Good job. All right, we're going to divide you guys up, okay? We've got, we're going to call you, all right. Gigi, you're over here. Natalie, you're over here. Liz, you're over here. This group, you guys are going to find the area of this triangle. You're going to do the blue option. Yep. Now, Chris, Jessica, the rest of you, you guys are going to find the area of the triangle. You guys are going to do the red option. Okay, and then that table of 4 over there, you guys are going to find the area of the triangle. You're going to use the green option. You guys want to check it and verify with a partner, and then we're going to compare the answers. Go. So now that we got the area thing out of the way, which was totally cool, right? Yes, Mr. Yancey, it was amazing. Yeah, all right, great. So, what about this donkey situation, okay? All right? It's pretty bad, isn't it? Okay? We got to figure this out. And without a doubt, if you truly don't understand what's going on, you're going to have to lean in here. This is not, it's not super easy. We got to think about this pretty deep, okay? So suppose I have an angle. We'll call it 30 degrees. And suppose I have a side of 12, and I have another side of length 9. I would, but notes are optional. If you don't like the format of my notes, you're encouraged to start making your own. Would everybody agree that this triangle is a side-side angle scenario? Would everybody agree that this looks approximately like a 12-9 representation? Okay. So as you look at what I would call angle A, what I would call angle B, if we are given 2 sides and an angle, we encounter a problem. We encounter a problem. And here's the problem, okay? This is 30 degrees, and its opposite side is 9. What does that mean about angle B? It's bigger than 30 degrees. Would everybody agree with that? Well, if it's bigger than 30 degrees, it could be like 45, right? That's an acute angle, isn't it? Could it be like 110? That's an obtuse angle, isn't it? Right now, is it acute or obtuse, angle B? Still a length of 9, isn't it? Now is it acute or obtuse? So, which triangle are we actually talking about? And that's why donkey creates an issue for us. This is a triangle that is 12, 9, 30. That's a triangle that's 12, 9, 30. That's why there's 2 solutions. Let me show you how it works out so you can understand a little bit more. I'm going to use the law of sines here to calculate what B would end up being. I have the sine of 30 divided by what? What's the opposite side? 9 is equal to the sine of B divided by what's the opposite side there? 12. Now, I know you guys all know what the sine of 30 is. It's 1/2. Very good. And 1/2 divided by 9 is 1/18. Very good. So we got 1/18, and then we multiply by 12. 12 over 18, or 2/3. 2/3 is the sine of B. You good? What's the biggest value that sine can be? 1. What's the smallest value sine can be? So is it possible for sine to have a value of 2/3? It sure is. Where is sine positive? And so look at the issue. Sine is equal to 2/3. Well, that could happen in the first quadrant. What kind of angle do you get in the first quadrant? Acute. what kind of angle do you get in the second quadrant? Obtuse. Sine doesn't know whether it's going to be an acute angle or obtuse. Just like in the drawing that you have here, okay? Whoa, oh, don't do that. You can see that as it swings on the pendulum, length of 9, as I swing it over on the pendulum here, still a length of 9. Obtuse angle, acute angle. And when we get that situation, we have to find the two different triangles that we come up with. Now that's the hardest part. Let's look at one that's easier. Same situation, 30 degrees, oh, 12. But this side is going to have a length of 2. What's the issue here? Oh, it just pulls right back. It's too short, isn't it? It's too stinking short. Ah! What do I do? Well, watch. If we set it up, the sine of what? 30 over 2 is equal to the sine of b over 12. The question is, how do we know that it's too short? And this is going to answer that question right now. What is the sine of 30? You already know this. Divided by 2 times 12. So you get 3 is equal to sine of b. Is it possible for a sine to be 3? No, because at most it can be 1. No solution. Too short. Sine? You graph sine of x, right? Where do you start? You just took a test on it. 0, right? And you go up to 1, you go down to, I mean, that's what it does, right? It never gets up to 3. Flip it over. Now let's look at the other situation for side-side angle. Suppose that the opposite leg is longer than the other given side. It's longer than the other given side. Ugh. It was outside, yeah. Okay, here we go. Side opposite angle is longer than the other given side. So what we got here? Joey, you following along, bud? You sure? Positive. Because I don't believe it. How about we close the lid? I'm convinced. All right, great. So here we go. What can you tell me about angle B? Why? Because it's smaller than 30. Why is it smaller than 30? Yes, because 12 is smaller than 18. Therefore, this has to be smaller. So it's got to be acute, right? So that's nice. It's not going to be obtuse. Now watch this. Suppose you did try to swing it on a pendulum. Does that work? No, all of a sudden 30 degrees becomes an exterior angle. That won't happen. So that's why in that situation, if the opposite leg is longer, you only got one solution. So you got all the cases. Are you ready to go? Let's solve. Triangle. A, B, C. A, B, C. So we got 42 degrees, we've got 22, and we've got B is 12. So I go 22 and I go 12. Is everybody okay with the setup? What kind of triangle do I have? Side, 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 side angle, side angle. What do we got? Donkey. Oh no, Mr. Getz warned me about that one. What should I do? Well, let's grab the decision tree. Okay. So you're going to want to make sure that you have this ripped off and in your hand so you can reference it back and forth, then just restaple it later. I'm sitting at donkey, and I know that becomes a problem. So I go down here, and I have to identify one of the two options. Either the side opposite angle is shorter than the other given side, or the side opposite angle is longer than the other given side. Which one is it? It's longer than the other given side. Therefore, we know there's just one solution. Now, I know we can follow it, but let's understand why, again, that works. Tell me something about angle B. It's smaller than 42, right? So it's definitely acute. It's smaller than 42. So we don't have to worry about an obtuse angle. So let's just solve it. Sine of what? 42 over is equal to sine of B over 12. Cross multiply. I just multiply both sides by 12. And I will solve for B. Look at my handy dandy calculator, which really is a nice handy calculator. I got 12 sine of 42 divided by 22, and I get 0.36498, yada, yada, yada. So is it possible for sine to be equal to 0.3649? Yeah, it is. So we're good to go. Is there, remember, but sine could be this in the first quadrant or the second quadrant, couldn't it? So why can I just eliminate the second quadrant? Because we know that B is acute. So therefore, we just inverse. And so if you don't know this option yet, second sine, and in order to just not press the 0.36, I just go second. Answer gives me 21.41. Because you're solving for an angle. Sorry, I said that like I was angry. Sometimes I feel like if I talk louder and harsher, then you learn better. I don't know if that's true. So, all right. Okay, what do I do now? Liz, you're so smart. You're the queen. And I get 116.59. Sweet. Can I find C? How? Law of sines. But what if I wasn't here yesterday? You had law of sines back when you were in geometry, so I know you remember it all. 42 over 22 equals sine of 116.59 divided by C. Okay. Cross multiply. 22 sine of 116.59 divided by sine of 42. Boom! 29.40. It is solved. Do my answers look reasonable? Gracie, eyes up here. If I wanted to find the area, I could do 1/2 times what? 1/2 times sine of 42, sine of the angle. So all you need then is two sides included angle, then you find the area. Then you can't do it. You got to find them. We've solved the triangle. We have all the pieces. If you didn't like that option, then it looks like B is 21.41, so you could do those instead. You got 3 options. Okay? All right, next one. Yes. I'll show you. So everybody got the triangle drawn. Good work. Now, we got to classify which of the 5 it is. I say 5 because it won't be angle, angle, angle. I'm not going to do that to you. It's way too easy. It's just no solution. Is it side, side, side? Is it angle, side, angle? What is it? It's side, side, angle. It's another donkey problem. Shoot. Why does he keep on giving us these problems? Yeah, so I go to the flow chart, and the flow chart says, or the decision tree, whatever you want to call it, it says is the side opposite angle longer or the side opposite angle shorter? Oh no. Angry. Gonna have to read here. We either get no solution or 2 solutions. It looks like when we solve for the missing angle, if sine is greater than 1, then there's no solution. If sine is less than 1, then there are dos, which is Spanish for 2. Okay? Yes. So we don't know yet. We don't know. There could be none or there could be 2. We have the sine of 85 divided by what? 15 equals the sine of what? B divided by 25. Multiply both sides by 25. 25 sine of 85 divided by 15. 1.66. 1.66. What does that mean? It means there's no solution. What it means is that my drawing, which I was not an art major, it should probably be more like that. It's too short to reach the other side. That's truly what it means. How do I know that? Because I got this right here. No solution. Wasn't that one awesome? Raise your hand if you like the no solution problems. Okay, all right, way to go. All right. I'm trying to please. Last problem. We got A, we've got B, we've got C. A is 20.5, A is 12, B is 31. A, B, C, A, B, C. Why does Mr. Gans make us do so much work? Oh, just want to take a nap. Mr. Gans. Okay. A is 20.5. I got that. And A is 12 and B is 31. Somebody say something intelligent about angle B. It's bigger than 20.5. So could it be acute still? Yeah, could it be obtuse? Yes, we got both in play here. Is the side opposite angle longer or shorter than the other given side? It's shorter. Well, let's go down that decision tree. It says that I've got either 2 or none, and I'm not going to know until I do sine of theta and figure out if it's bigger than 1 or smaller than 1. I'm not going to know. Oh, the suspense is killing me. I'm just going to go for it. Sine of 20.5 divided by 12 is equal to sine of B divided by 31. Cross multiply. What is cross multiply? 30 sine of 20.5 divided by 12, and I get, stop it. Second entry, save some time because that's what I do. Boom, 0.9047. What does that even mean? Oh, it means that it will produce an acute angle, and because we know that it's bigger than 20.5, that it could be an obtuse angle as well. This is where things fall apart. People get to the test, and after the test, they get it wrong. They're like, well, Mr. Guess, I never know how to do this. This is the spot where they say that. Okay? So here's what people do. They find angle B, and they solve this triangle. They're like, well, I don't know how to get to the other triangle. Now is when you get to the other triangle. Right now. Now is the time where you know that there are how many solutions? 2. Triangle 1. Triangle 2. A, B, C. A, B, C. This is not a trick question. What is angle A? 20.5. What is side A? 12. What is side B? 31. Those all stay the same. I'm now going to find angle B. Joey, cell phone, really? I'm going to inverse that. Sine inverse of the answer, and I get 64.78. Is that acute or obtuse? That's if the triangle was the acute triangle. But what if it's not acute? What if it's obtuse? I have to find the obtuse angle, and I do that right now. I take 180 and I subtract that angle, and that will give me the obtuse one. It's when we find that first angle that they're connected together. Do you see that? Now we solve each triangle independently. So this group right here, from Grace, Jessica, on over, you guys are group 1. I want you guys to do these 2 things. I want you right now find angle C, and then I want you to find side C. Okay? Eve, on over, you guys are group 2. I want you to find angle C, and I want you to find side C. Okay? Go ahead and do it, and report your answers to me in just a second. Okay. Somebody, give me a hand. What do you got for area here? 185.37. Can somebody else confirm that? Olivia? All right. You had what? You have 65? Okay. All right. Hey. Tell me what you used. No. You need to use the angle that sits between the 2 sides. What's the angle that sits between the 2 sides? 94.72. Right? Grace? Do you agree? So you got to use the angle that sits between the 2. What do you guys get? Yo, somebody. 129.83. Can somebody confirm that? Dulitzer, what'd you get? 893.37. Dulitzer, which numbers did you use? Whoa. What? 0.5, okay, times. So this angle B was 115.22, okay? Okay, yeah, not 2 angles. Got it. All right, very good. That's that. Question. What'd you use? Use 94.72? Gotta use 94.72. It's the angle in between the 2 sides. Yes. On how I did what? Oh, here? So we're just going to take these 2 and subtract them from 180. And then the law of sines. Subtract from 180, law of sines. Okay, I got a worksheet for you.